Hello, everybody. Hi, how are you doing on this Let me just click my thing. This fine Saturday morning. Oh my God. And so sorry, guys. We had to switch up the time real quick because life be lifing and things done. Do you know what I mean? So welcome to Labrish. This is where we talk about our favorite reality TV shows, and in particular at the moment we're talking about Love Island All Stars. Yes, we're on episode 5, and allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm all things sugar and shade. Sade, hey.
And I am Nana, aka the Black Fairy.
Yes. Welcome, guys. Welcome. As you come in, make sure you book the like button. Do it now. Might as well. And also share this with people, like-minded people, and make sure that you get involved in the comments too. We are streaming on YouTube, on Instagram, on X, and yes, that's it. But on multiple channels. So follow us everywhere, okay?
Yes. And remember to please share. Hello, Aaliyah. Hello, Babita. Hello, Sonia. Hello, Erin J. Hello, Demi J. And the immature reviewer. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Like, we have such a good community in the chat. They crack us up every day as well. Like, you guys make this so easy to do. Like, it's a pleasure.
No, honestly, appreciate you guys, honestly. Let's get straight into it. Wait, hold on, Sonia. Are you serious?
It's currently 35 degrees in Cape Town. I am. Oh. You know what it is here, Sonia? You know what it is here? It's
you know what it is right now? Is it 1 degree? Do we have one?
One degree
like
today.
Freezing.
In the wind, it feels minus something.
Yeah.
So yeah, enjoy it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's no complaining. Because we want some of that sun, and we're gonna have to wait all the way to freaking June
if we're lucky.
If we're absolutely lucky. Do you know what I mean? So hey Shayla, thank you so much. Okay, let's get into it, because I feel like last night's episode felt like in a different vein. What's your thoughts? What's your one word to sum up the episode? Everybody watching as well, pop in your one word too.
Okay. My one word was disappointed.
Oh,
I was disappointed in so many people, like, or heartbroken, or depleted. I watched that, like, I was crestfallen.
Crestfallen, not crestfallen.
Ashamed. Embarrassed.
Oh my God. Wow.
What's your one word?
Mine was fire. Because it was giving me a lot of drama all in one episode. And I was just like, there's so much going on.
It was certainly dramatic.
It was.
That's all I could do. I was just like,
like,
no.
What's happening? What's going on again? Guys in the chat, what are you saying? What's your words?
Sonia Barley says shameful. Exactly. Leah says I felt embarrassed for Kaz. Erin J says shameless, shame-free.
Shame-free. Not shame-free.
It was a lot, you know. It was a roller coaster.
It was a roller coaster. So in this episode, we had the recoupling, we had Lewis losing it, and we had Arabella joining the cast. That she's going to be the next person to join the villa. But it started with the recoupling. So Josh, that's where we ended the previous episode. It was Josh's turn to pick, because he was the last person that entered the villa, and he picked Georgia H, which I think we assumed that was going to be the case. So no big surprises there. Anton was visibly pissed, as usual, and I feel like Is this a story in life? Like, do you know what I mean?
I mean, it could be a
Mm.
reoccurring theme. As he said, innit, I'm always in shapes. Maybe this is who he is. He's a kind of a bit of a second choice type of guy. But
Yeah.
maybe he just goes for the girls that are not the ones. Like,
not available.
yeah, because I'm not seeing Georgia looked very happy. So if I was Anton, I would just be like, I'm not chatting to her again.
Yeah, there's no point, is there? Do you know what I mean? She's made it known what it is. Yes. Then what we talked about yesterday, it all came down to the order. And they made Georgia S go next, and she picked Tobi. No surprise, on a heartfelt kind of speech. I thought Tobi would have been smiling, but he really wasn't. You know, it was like a soldier looking straight ahead, like it's like
we know that Tobi, like he this is what Tobi does. As soon as his face was like that, I was like, oh yes, I remember now watching Tobi. This is what he does. The girl starts liking him, and then he's like, no, you can't lock me down. Yeah,
not feeling it.
Tobi has emerged. No,
yes,
Tobi has.
He's arrived. He's arrived. Yeah. The Tobi that I know that he is now. He's now in the villa. He's now there.
That Tobi is come out. He's back.
He's back. Kaz. Oh my God, Kaz. So Kaz, they went Kaz next. I was surprised. Can't lie. I was just like, oh, okay.
No, they did it in alphabetical order.
Oh.
So I think.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, it was in alphabetical order.
No, because Demi went last. So that's not right.
Yeah, because Georgia. So they did it in alphabetical order from the person that was picked. Because Georgia H, then it went to Georgia S, then Kaz, and then it followed through in alphabetical order. Which I think maybe they knew was going to be.
But they should have gone after Georgia got picked. They should have gone to Demi first. That's what they should have done.
But if you're following in chronologically in alphabetical order, that was the right way round. But if they were all thinking before it goes in alphabetical order, Demi in their mind would have been like, I always have first pick. In this round, I'm going to have first pick.
Yeah. Kaz literally said, fuck it. That's a direct quote, yeah? She said, fuck it. And she decided to pick Lewis.
So do you think if Mitch hadn't been standing there mouthing, go for what you want?
Said, that's my girl.
Do you think she still would have picked Lewis? Or was
she
was always going to pick him?
If Lewis is a vote, she's picking Lewis. Like she's so delusional, yeah. She is delulu. She's gone. She's missing. Like she's gone. She's gone, man. I can't. Like I want to be there for her, but this is wild. This is wild. Knowing that 10 minutes ago you were sitting on the bench, you know full well in your heart that a thing had occurred. Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You could have
something happened. You knew something
happened because of your reaction when you were sitting on that side with Demi when she came over. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think Demi should have come over, and I think that Demi should have said something. But you know what? If Kaz was unsure, she also could have asked the question. Do you know what I mean? So there's that too. But like, Kaz, man, how are you gonna do this to yourself? I just don't know. Like, I just don't know. It was horrible. Watching that was so horrible.
Humiliating. Like, I was literally like, why? And we spoke about it yesterday. Like, this was a possibility. I really had hoped she was gonna be last and it wasn't gonna happen. But my God, I was like, even looking at Lewis's face, when Kaz, like, Lewis looked like, don't pick me.
Yes.
Against Mitch being like, go for what you want. Like, literally, it's like Lewis looked like, no.
Mitch said,
what of him going, no? Like that, it was so embarrassing.
Like, you don't know Mitch from anywhere. Why are you listening to him? And also, he's messy Mitch. Why the hell are you listening to him? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think she really did. I think she was going to go for it anyway because she started her thing with fuck it. Like, do you know what I mean? So that tells me that you know what occurred. Like, you're just like, I'm gonna go for what I want anyway and hope for the best. Like, baby girl, he don't like you, and you know, like, come on. It's not. And Lewis sitting down saying, oh yeah, like he has to, like, yeah, is this what it is? Yeah, is this what you've done? Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Lewis is an arsehole on many levels.
He couldn't even pretend.
When he sat next there and just put his arm around, you know, like as Kaz, you would have been feeling all of his frustrations, like literally. Oh no, like I did feel for her, but I also was like, why have you done this to yourself on national TV? Why are you doing it to yourself? Like, no,
honestly,
no, it was embarrassing. It was too embarrassing. I was my hands were I can't with her.
It was, I was so surprised, and I was so surprised it came so early. Do you know what I mean? Like, I might have preferred her to just be the last one. Do you know what I mean? Because like this, it was just too, like, you know when you get that sickly feeling in your stomach, like, what? What is this? I don't like it.
And that's why I was disappointed, because we knew it was coming.
We knew.
But why? There's only one black girl in there. And why is she going through all of this? It's too much. The humiliation is too much.
She's done it to herself, mate. Seriously. What are people saying? What are people them saying?
Immature reviewer says it was heartbreakingly cringe. Exactly that. And also says, why was Lewis so angry that we know why.
We're gonna get to that. We know why he's angry, because that's not what he wants.
Erin J says she was always going to pick him. She's a glutton for punishment. Babita says, why did she go back in Love Island? She should know better. And Shayla says Lewis was vexed and took it out on Mitch.
Yeah, honestly.
Mitch, the immature reviewer says Mitch was like, don't pick me, and Lewis was also like, don't pick me. It's actually true.
It's so true. And the thing is, she didn't use any part of her break. She should have just gone for Anton. She should have just gone for Anton, because Anton's option had gone. Do you know what I mean? It just didn't make sense.
Like, Chris was available. You know, like, Chris is out on a limb now. Like, there were people to select who
Chris
were not in
there about it as well. He would have been like more like, oh, okay, that's what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Totally. Because at this moment, Chris knows, like, you know, I'm out here flapping. Like, Molly ain't even talking to me, and that's who I've gone and put all of my eggs in her basket. So you could have been Chris and had jokes. Yeah. I was just so embarrassed.
I think even Chris would have had a go.
Erin J says, which ancestor did Kaz offend?
Right. Because what's going on? The thing is, you know, literally, she is the epitome. That whole thing is the epitome of like, God, send me a sign. And literally sent Demi to you, Demi walking past you, saying, where's my phone, when she's got her phone, for you to come over, for you to know there's a thing, and then you still pick the motherfucker. Like, come on. Come on. Sorry, I'm so annoyed. I'm actually annoyed. It's actually embarrassing. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Absolute humiliation. Yes. To ritual proportions she's been going through, a humiliation ritual. It's actually like, it's not okay.
It's not on. It's not on. It's not okay, is it? It's not. We've had enough. Oh my God. So yes. And then her bestie, Liberty, was just like,
the two of them are clowns. Clowns at this point.
I didn't understand their friendship, but now I fully understand it. And now I know, because I always thought that, you know, I can't lie, I did think that Kaz was more kind of like the logical, more thoughtful, more kind of like, do you know what I mean? Maybe, I'm not gonna lie, more intelligent person in the group. So you know, some friendship you have that balance. Do you know what I mean? No, they're the same. The balance is that they're actually the same.
They are. That's why they are besties. They are two deluders together. Absolutely. Not one of them. It's like together they have a brain. It's actually like ridiculous.
Yeah. So Liberty, She picked Mitch. She just decided to pick Mitch. Molly. Then we go to Molly. Molly. I think she was gonna pick Callum. I think I did. Yeah. I think I did. Yeah. And she did. So no big surprises there. Hannah, obviously, you know, done her speech. Although I thought it went on a little bit too long. Do you know what I mean?
It's like, all right, exactly.
To the point where
it's like
just like, you know, when they probably done the edit and they're just like, oh, we need 30 more seconds. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just like, let's bump this up. And then Demi also, so she was the last to pick, and just Chris was left. And she was just like, well, the boy that I would have chosen is already taken, so I'm gonna go with Chris. Like, that was, if that wasn't shady, I don't know what is. Do you know what I mean? She didn't even have to say that. And this is what I'm saying, like, Demi's not, I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. I don't think she's a nice girl.
Demi, and I'm disappointed in Demi because I had held her in kind of higher esteem from the last time she was on Love Island. I thought she was a real sweetheart. No, Demi is a bitch. Certified. Like, I was like, oh, okay, all right. So we're seeing your colors, because she does that sweet giggly thing in your face. Yeah, she's like, she knows, and it hasn't escaped me that she still hasn't told Liberty what she knows about Mitch.
Oh yes, that's true.
I'm like, no. And then you've got the gall to be talking about friendship in these people's faces. No, she's a bitch.
You're my friend.
No, they need to know who she is.
Get the hell out of here! Like, seriously, I just like, Demi, you had me fooled. I'm not gonna lie, you really had me fooled. And maybe I got sidetracked by your story and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But you generally have me fooled, and like, you're not a girl's girl by any means. And I think it's just one of those. She's one of those girls. I get a lot of attention. It's not my fault. It's not my fault they don't like you and they like me. She's like one of those kind of girls. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in her. Like that. Like, no, she's foul. She played us this one though, because again, this was her. Like, she could have won this easily.
Oh yeah.
But this sly activities that she's been running with, it's like, okay, that's your character. Like, that really we're seeing who she is, because like, if you had any sense or honorability, you would just be telling these girls straight away what's going on.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is, she could have saved herself if when she walked over, she spoke to Kaz. Like, she could have just done, do you know what I mean? Like, straight away. But she wanted a secret. She wanted to be like, oh, he likes me better than he likes her. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what she wanted. She wanted to have that one over, and she played it like they're never gonna find out because I'm sitting with them. So why would they suspect anything if I'm coming over? Like, you think you're slick? You're not slick. You're not slick, man. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, like that, it's all too calculated. Most definitely.
Yeah.
All of the people you could have gone to, or you could have just walked around the villa like you was doing before. But you went to go and sit with these two girls when you know basically both of their guys that they are interested in likes you. Yeah, that is lording it over them.
Bitchy. It's bitchy. Seriously. I'll just let the power's gone to her head a little bit. Definitely gone to her head. Like, I genuinely just don't think it was a great move for Kaz, as we know. Do you know what I mean? And he doesn't even like her. He just doesn't even like her at all. Do you know what I mean? But then we see Lewis. So Lewis is sitting with Kaz, and then Liberty's there. Liberty wants to talk to Kaz, but Lewis is just like, nah, I'm gonna stay. Thought that was odd from the start. Do you know what I mean? And it was just like, you know, he was trying to press Liberty and say, like, what do you know, kind of thing. And you know, he's saying, oh, Mitch is a shit stirrer. He's a shit stirrer. And he's just like, well, did you like, you know, the thing is, like, did you kiss her? It's like, yeah, I did kiss her. So he's not shit stirring then, is he? He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth about a thing that happened that you haven't mentioned yet. Is it not true?
He was still shit stirring. Mitch is so.
I know, but like, you can't. Let's not take away from Lewis.
No, but Mitch knew, like, if I
Mhm.
tell Liberty, she is going straight to Kaz.
Oh yeah.
To tell her, and then I think Mitch was trying to play like, let me try and get more time with Demi. Like, if they're all in a flux over there, maybe I can still work with Demi. I think that was what Mitch was setting up. But Lewis is an idiot because he was feeling shit. He was vexed anyway.
He was fuming that Kaz had the audacity to pick him. Do you know what I mean? He was fuming. How dare you? That's basically it. And then you thought, who have I got? Mitch. Let's go in on Mitch. He called Mitch a pussy. Mitch is a pussy. He's a dickhead.
He's a prick.
Come here, you little prick. I was just like, no, you know what? That's what I was just like. Yeah, he's definitely season 1. Like, do you know what I mean? Because that's how they used to go on. That's how they used to go on. He was like, shut the fuck up. Do you know what I mean? Fucking oh my god! And then they started playing this rock music, and it was sending me Nana so much. Yeah. I was cracking up. Like, what? They did a whole pantomime. That's just like, now they're gonna rock.
I thought Mitch actually, like, he handled it well, because at least he didn't start with like, no, sorry bro, like groveling Mitch. I was glad he was like, you know, behave, and you know, you're being a dickhead. Like, just, I was glad he didn't just back down to him. He could have actually cussed him a bit more and been like, you're just vexed because of the situation you're in. Like,
you think Mitch wasn't shook?
No, he was scared, but he didn't visibly like cower. Like, I thought he was gonna have him up. But at least,
you know what I saw? Yeah, that was just like, Lewis is a bully. Yeah, when he apologized and he put his arm around his neck, it was like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, no freaking way, no way. This guy is too much. He's way too much. Oh no, Nana, I lost you. Oh man. Guys, can you still hear me? Is it me or is it Nana? I don't know. I don't know. Let me check here. Oops. He was pissing himself, Erin. Honestly, he really was. Let me read some comments while I'm waiting. Shayla's saying, let Demi be baby mother number 3. Well, she might. I can't lie, she might. Erin, what are you saying here? So Erin saying Lewis kicked off because he was trying to shift blame. You can't call it shit stirring if it's facts. Honestly, Lewis was fuming because he didn't want Kaz to off the leash. Yeah, honestly, I totally agree. Immature reviewer, Lewis took all his frustration on Mitch, but his real anger was over Kaz picking him. Kaz, see your life. Like, honestly, I honestly don't know what she was thinking, and she instantly regretted it as well. It was just such a weird situation. Nana's frozen. We can hear you. Oh, but you can't. Am I still frozen? I wonder. Give me just a second. You locked off. Let me see what's going on. Connection's not connecting today for some reason. Sonia saying Tobi did the same as Mitch. To be fair, he did. He actually did. And that showed me something about Lewis's character as well, because he didn't want to tell Callum either, and he wanted Mitch to keep his business to himself as well. So I think it just shows his kind of like bro code kind of antics, right? It was just a bit like, you really are kind of like a shady type of person. That's what I get. Erin, what are you saying there? Liberty and Kaz and Lib have switched roles. She's now the pitiful friend. Well, I don't know. I feel like give Liberty time. She will get there. She will get there. Because Liberty I'm not thinking good things, because at the end of the day, she picked Mitch. Apparently she was kissing him in the bed as well. So I don't know. I really don't know. I think she's maybe in a worse position because she's more delulu than Kaz is. At least Kaz knows that it's over. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing for her. So, but Liberty, she's confused. She's still confused. Aaliyah, did you see how Lewis covered his entire head in bed? He did not want to look at Kaz. No, you know what? To be fair, I'm surprised, yeah, that he didn't even go to the doghouse. I'm absolutely surprised. I would have been. I wouldn't. I would expect it of him to be like, "Oh, I've got a gut." Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. I just can't. I just can't do this. So I'm surprised. Wait, no way. Sonia's saying Lewis's first baby mother is an ex-islander on his series. She was in the final, so Demi better watch out. No freaking way. Serious? Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that at all. Okay, give me just a second. I think I've just seen a message from Nana. She's just reconnecting. Okay, cool. No, annoying. Okay, cool. Okay, she's gonna be back in a second. Demi, I do agree with you. I do agree with you there. Kaz needs to go to Nigeria or somewhere in West Africa to find a man out there. I mean, she might do better, to be fair. Or even, I don't know, I think even the States as well. Like, I think she'll do well. I think she would do well in Love Island games, or like just the US Love Island or something like that. I think she could do pretty well there, to be honest. Yeah, well, yeah, she might have to go Dirty December, Sonia, for sure. She might have to. Seriously. That's the bravado they like in him, thinks he's done nothing wrong. Yeah, I mean, I think Lewis knows he's done wrong, but he'll play off like he doesn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think he's just that kind of guy, like, oh, what do you expect me to do? Which I'll see in like a lot in Tobi as well in this episode too. Yeah. So yeah, that whole situation just had me like, what the hell is like, what is this? But it was a bit kind of, what's the word? Entertaining, because you don't see these types of confrontations in Love Island that much anymore. These are the times when they used to bring out security and stuff. Sonia, how fast Chris is falling out right. Oh, do you know what I mean? Imagine everyone standing by you and then being the last to be picked in a matter of days. Not even, what was it, 5 days that you've managed to do that. Him kissing Molly was a bad move. He shouldn't have done it. He absolutely shouldn't have done it at all. He shouldn't have done it. So yeah, we see Hannah and Lewis having a chat as well, and that's when Lewis kind of like was saying like he saw Mitch mouth to Kaz, sorry, and and that's what really set him off. But he didn't know the backstory. He didn't know exactly all the things that had happened, and he didn't think that Kaz already knew, and yeah. He just went nuts, man. Seriously. And then I think like when Chris, Mitch, and Tobi were talking, they were saying, he's gonna think he's he's gonna apologize. They were saying that Lewis is probably gonna apologize. That Mitch was trying to say that, oh, I'm gonna call him a dickhead or something, and Chris was like, yeah, if you do that, like look look at all worry about what's gonna happen to you. And I don't think Mitch was taking that too seriously. Yeah, Janelle, that's a point actually. Molly couldn't even look at Chris. When they had that conversation, I really was just like, Molly's a wrong'un, like she's a straight up wrong'un. Because how do you go from like being with your ex and arguing with him to kissing Chris? Do you know what I mean? And then nothing. And you're telling him, you're literally playing in his face. You're just saying to him, like, oh, you know, like, I didn't feel a spark. I didn't feel anything. I really wasn't sure. I didn't know where my head was at. I'm not too sure about Callum, but, you know, I know it's not you. It was just like ridiculous, man. Molly is not for the faint-hearted when it comes to these guys. Hello, back.
Oh gosh, there we go.
Oh my god, thank you. Gosh, that felt like a lifetime. I'm not gonna lie.
It was literally about 5 minutes as well, just to get it rebooted.
Yeah, oh my god. I hate when that happens. Erin, you're absolutely right. Molly is a scammer. She's almost she is.
419.
She really is. She really is. Yeah, I don't know. I think we saw Fee apologize. I think Lewis apologized to Kaz. You know, he still thinks that Mitch is a massive game player. You know, but Kaz like explained to him, like, look, I saw you leave, I saw Demi leave, I put 2 and 2 together. Do you know what I mean? And I think you could see Lewis's brain working and be like, oh, and you picked me anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But
I was like, you needed to just sit on that information, because now you look even more stupid saying I had an inkling that you two kissed and I still picked you. That's stupid.
Even more, like, honestly, it was so bad. So bad. Then we have Demi and Kaz. They have a conversation. You know, Demi comes over, oh, big hug, arms out, everything. You know, and Kaz is just like firm in what she's saying. She's just like, well, Demi, you came over to me and lived. Like, we were sat in there. You had time. You had time to say something to me. Do you know what I mean? And Demi's just like, you know, but you're my friends, you know? I didn't want to just like make it awkward and like go and sit with someone else, like, because you're my friends. And she was like, Debbie was saying things like, you know, because I don't want you to think that this is my character or anything like that, you know. And Kaz is like, I've got clarity now. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not that I've got clarity now, but she's doing that while playing with her hair and not really looking at Demi as well. And that vexed. She was vexed, but I think she was vexed at herself. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it was like at Demi per se, and I think she was annoyed at the fact that Demi is playing this game like, oh, I'm innocent, like, do you know what I mean? Like, there was nothing I could do. I was in a rock and a hard place, and there was absolutely no way to tell you what was going on. Do you know what I mean? And then
she didn't apologize in that whole
she didn't apologize.
She literally was like maintaining, I have done nothing wrong. And she also said to her, there wasn't enough time in the time I was with you guys. And it's like, that's just a lie. She literally was playing in her face, just lying.
Yeah.
Lying in her face and being like, it's not okay that you're upset with me. Crazy. That's wild behavior. Like, literally, Kaz should not talk to her again. Like, just keep it simple and be like, I'm not really gonna mess with this girl.
Yeah. No, definitely. She shouldn't. She really shouldn't. And the thing is, I think it's just like, Demi was there to find out what Lewis was saying to Kaz. Like, that was all it is. Because the key moment in that conversation was just like, have you spoken to Lewis? Like, do you know what I mean? And that's what she cared about, because you see her cock her head to the side. She was leaning in. That was the information she wanted to receive in that moment. She didn't care about anything else. She wasn't interested. She wasn't interested in Kaz's feelings. And there's no baby voice or hugs or smiles is going to tell me any different. Like, no, she doesn't care about Kaz.
Giggling in her face as well, like properly being like, oh no, it wasn't like, no, she's mad. Like, Kaz should absolutely be like, I can't trust this girl henceforth
at all. Let them suffer together anyway. But like, then Lewis and Demi having a chat, and what comes out of Demi's mouth? Oh, Kaz is so angry with me. She's bare angry with me. Really, Demi? Really? Seriously?
And if it was the other way around, I would just be like, oh, all right, that's how it goes. I was like, this, and you see how he didn't say nothing. He
didn't.
And he's just there probably thinking, yeah, for real. No, Lewis is that guy.
He is that guy. This is the problem. Like, do you know what I mean? This is how it happens. This is the problem. It's really annoying. And then she even went to Molly as well, saying, "Oh, I didn't have enough time." So you're spreading your lies. You're spreading your version of the truth. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just like, it's really unfair. And like, I really think it's like, there's so much hatred against Kaz at the moment. It's just like insane. It's a reflection of our times in where we are in society, to be honest, because when she was on the show, this wasn't a thing. Like, do you know what I mean? Not like this. Obviously, there's always hatred, but like, not like, do you know what I mean? Like, people like Kaz as a general character on the show, but like there's some vicious things people saying. They think she's a bully. Do you know what I mean? That they hate her, that their team all this kind of stuff. It's just like, bro, relax. First of all, it ain't that deep. She's already embarrassed herself anyway, and she knows it. Exactly. She absolutely knows it. She knows it.
I was seeing that there's definitely like that camp forming, like, you know, Kaz and Liberty are kind of like bullies, but I was seeing way more swaying like Demi is a bitch. I feel more like I used to like Demi. This isn't how you carry on as a girl. Like, literally, it's like, you know, and classically people being like, she's just gaslighting and it's like, okay, like, it's also not that, like, but she is being a bitch. But we don't need to get hyper and slander any of them. It's just now we're seeing Demi for who she is. And Lewis as well. We knew he was going to be that guy. We knew Lewis was going to be the dude who he's not going to take up for a black woman. We know he's that man.
So, absolutely not. He's not interested. The way he's so uninterested is insane. You know what I mean? You don't care about...
is what I would class it as. I think he's offended.
Yes, that's what he said.
I could get him.
Yeah.
And he's that man. We know those types of dudes.
But I think it's a natural. It's not right. It's not right. But this is what people do. I don't think it's exclusive to him. But when you think that someone isn't for you and they like you and they make a big display, it's irritating. There's such do you know what I mean? Like, it's irritating. And that's how he acted. He was irritated, frustrated, and anger. Quick anger. You know what I mean? Rage, in fact.
He couldn't rage at Kaz because he knows the optics of that. And Mitch provided a perfect person for him to rage at, to get that frustration out of him. But he was vexed. Totally like, the tenacity of you to pick me to sleep in your bed. But
when you know I don't like the girl, I didn't tell you I kissed her, but you know I like her.
Like, he's not hid it though. When he's next to Demi, he's all feeling her up and touching her, and like, it's very obvious he isn't doing that to you. So why are you picking him?
Immature reviewer, really, really.
Immature reviewer says it's a bitchy thing, but still going to give Demi a pass because I really like her. And there is a camp of people like that as well.
Man, you guys are the problem.
I can't give her a pass on this because I also liked her, but this is this is you. This is her character, and it's like, no, that's not on.
I'm annoyed that I thought she was black girl friendly and she's not. That's what I'm annoyed at.
Yeah, she fooled us because really she likes a mixed race guy. Like, that's her
and
thing.
That's it. Just because they like our brothers don't mean they like us.
Yeah. and she's displayed that, man. I can't look at her the same way now. Because obviously it's that thing, it's out there that she has a man. It's out there that she has a boyfriend who's coming out of prison. So you're actually wild.
Yeah. She's basically what's the girl's name? I can't remember from the last season. Oh, what is her name? Katie. She's basically Katie.
She is Katie. She is. At least Katie was more, in your face with it though. Like Demi with this smiling, sly snakeness. No, I can't be with her.
I can't. She's got to do a lot to redeem herself in my eyes, but I'm not giving her a pass. Nah. She had time. She definitely had time. She really did. So in the morning, Demi, Georgia H, and Molly were talking, and Demi was explaining what happened, I think, a bit. But like the way Molly and Georgia H were looking at her, I don't know if they like her, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I was just like, something's off here. I couldn't really work it out.
I
Georgia
agree.
H, yeah?
I think they were looking like that because they would also know the sequence of events. Everybody's going to be talking, and you'd be like, "No, you're not the victim here. Like you're playing a game." And I think they both were a bit like, Demi's a sly one."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just watching it. Georgia H said that she will concentrate on Josh. Makes sense. Mitch and Liberty was revealed that they kissed in bed. I was saying that while you was online. That's what I'm saying.
Liberty is a mess. A mess.
No, there's something wrong with her. And then God, sorry, was you gonna say something?
I was just thinking, like, how do you also okay, so she is a mess, but it's also not her fault because Demi hasn't told her how Mitch was making a play for her. So it's
no, it is her fault. She should know by no, because then no. She should see by his actions that he's not for her.
But
seriously,
Liberty doesn't know how he was actually saying, "I'm going to graft you, like you're my number one." She doesn't know all of that.
I don't even think that she needs to, because she can just see by the behavior. Like even when like they were trying to figure out what happened when the kiss happened, Mitch got up immediately to investigate what had happened. What is that telling you? He's not invested in what's happening. Right, you're right beside him in your sexiest outfit, your hair done,
know. Looking fly. I know it's true, but it's Liberty, isn't it?
Yeah,
Dumb and Dumber, like
Dumb and Dumber, man. I hate to say it, but it's true. It's true. So annoying. And then we have Georgia S, who does this big speech in the makeup room and saying, you know, she feels so lucky that she's with Tobi. Do you know what I mean? Like, and all the girls of, yeah, he's a good man. They were like, literally, he's a good man, Savannah. They were on that kind of vibe.
Don't ever listen to Kaz on anything. When Kaz said he's a good man, girl, I was literally like, oh no, here we go. Tobi's gonna.
You know Tobi, right? She knows him.
Tobi, a good man.
I'm just like, Tobi, are you trying to sabotage everybody or what? You're not happy, so no one can be happy. Is that what it is?
Like, also, she's blatantly like, you two must make a fool of yourself.
See, it was a lot. I was just like, are we talking about the same guy? Do you know what I mean? And like, oh, mate, it was just so happy. I was just so, and then they literally just cut to the next scene of like Tobi talking to the boys and saying, you know what? I'm open, you know. And he literally said, I could have texted her on the outside, but I didn't. I could have.
You know, when you're really like, oh, Tobi, here he comes. Like, it's like, no, because I think Georgia was getting too gassed and openly being like, it's me and you.
Yeah.
But when she even said to him, like, I'm the most coupled up in the villa.
Yeah.
It was like, no, not
Tobi.
To
Josh, yeah, she did. Yeah,
so already, you know, it was like getting to her head. So he had to be like, I'm not in a relationship with you.
Yeah.
And I know it's what Tobi does, but I think he's right to do it. Like, it's just a week. Like, don't try and go on like you've got me now. I don't even know who's coming in.
5 days, bruv. Anton said it. 5 days. It's 5 days. Like, it's not even a week yet. Do you know what I mean?
It's fair for him to be like, no, steady on, chick. Like, you can't play me.
But Tobi is mad though. He's mad.
Because he did it very coldly. He decided to go from it's us to just remember you're just a side piece while I'm still exploring. Like,
oh my god, it was so funny. We see Anton quickly try and hug Georgia H. She weren't really having it, but she did jump on his back. Do you know what I mean? And Georgia H was giving mixed messages though, because she was just like, yeah, I still want to get to know you and stuff and things like that. It's just like, that's not what you were saying earlier. You don't want to get to know him. You want to get to know Josh, but she's keeping her options open. So I hear that. Josh himself wants to get to know Molly and Georgia H. So we'll see where that goes. Tobi and Chris have a conversation just to reveal that Chris hasn't spoken to Molly since the incident. But it is a reality check for him. Like, no, you ain't got it like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you really tried and it went to your head. But he's doing some reflecting. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, damn right, brother, because what was you thinking? That was nuts.
That's why I love Chris though.
Yeah.
Chris is definitely my favorite guy in there, just for really being like, yeah, I guess it had. And you can see all of the girls standing by him, like literally being like, he's got such a great personality. That's going to go to his head. He's going to think, okay, I've got all there is. I may as well run with this. Yeah. And as he said, it's like somebody running with scissors and people saying, don't run with scissors. And I ran with them.
He sprinted. He said he sprinted.
Yeah, it was fair. It was like, at least he knows. Okay. I ran ahead of myself and crashed and burned. And
honestly, we see Tobi and Molly have a conversation. Do you know what I mean? And it's
did you think Molly was on it? I wasn't
Molly
sure.
isn't on it. Molly is Molly. No. I think Molly knows that she can play around with Tobi to get at Callum. That's what I think. That's what I think she knows. That's her strategy with that. Do you know what I mean? She knows he's on me. So this is my, what do they call it? Ace in a pocket or something? Do you know what I mean? So if Callum gets too thingy, I can always count on Tobi to be the hoe that he is and make Callum jealous.
Because even when Tobi's like, he's my friend, but I was literally like, Tobi, you are that guy, innit?
Yeah.
There's just zero, there's no loyalty anywhere. Like, it literally doesn't matter. You have been having conversations with this dude who is basically like, kind of want to get my girl back, but you're still prepared.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, he is what it is. It's the game, isn't it? It's the game. Then straight after that, we see Georgia S and Tobi, and he's like, just so you know, by the way, I've spoken to Molly because we're open, like we're not closed. He was just like, but are we in a relationship? No. So then we're open. Like, he was so rude with it. Yeah,
it was confrontational from jump. I was like, Tobi, really? Like, just no, like, we're doing well, but it's early days. Like, he could have been soft pedaling this.
Yeah,
he was literally like, you need to leave me alone, chick. That was his vibe.
Like, she got up and walked away because she thought she was sitting down for a lovely chat. She was in such a good mood. Do you know what I mean? And then she got up and was like, what do you want me to do with that? And that, to be for real though, what do you want her to do with that information? She must just sit there and just take it in.
Like, that's what he wanted her to do. Like, he wanted her to be like Chloe and be like, oh, okay, he's going to be cracking on with other people. That is how he wanted her to take it.
Wow. But then she did sit down. That's the thing. I'm just like, what's wrong with these women? What's wrong with them? Why are you sitting down? No, there's nothing to talk about. You said what you said. The conversation's over. Do you know what I mean? You had it right the first time, George S. You had it right the first time. And she got annoyed. They got a text and then they done a mosh pit party. And I was just like, who is this for? Like, what exec is like, what I've always wanted to do? Like, I want to do a mosh pit party. Who does that? First of all, I don't know. I was just like, no, this is proper outside my culture. Like, I just
it was random. And they all look like easy as well.
This is the thing. And then also, what actually threw me? Did you see on the text where they said #eBay? Like, since when are they allowed to do that?
Because eBay are the sponsors.
I know, but you're not. Are you allowed to do that in the show? Like, it's a weird flex. Like, you can't. I don't know. I think there's guidelines about how you mention. Do you know what I mean? Like, brands outside of their allocated slots. Oh, that's fun.
I don't know. Especially with a full-on sponsorship deal, I guess that would be a part of it. And like, they pimp the guys out on all that. They do various different ads for people while they're actually in the villa as well.
Yeah,
like they're actually working. Like, so I think you can do brand deals. Yeah,
I think it crosses the line. I think it crosses the line. I mean, product placement is fine. Maybe that's why they need to mention it, because all the clothes are probably from eBay, right?
Yeah,
so they need to mention it all the time. But yeah, it seems weird to drop that in. But yeah, yeah, Georgia is gutted. Do you know what I mean? She's absolutely gutted. She looks so upset. She really does. Molly and Chris finally have a conversation. You know, she's just, you know, he's like, oh, you blow hot and cold, you know. It's a huge red flag for me, because I've dealt with things like that in the past. Didn't like it. Do you know what I mean?
I love that he said that to her. I love that he said how you were behaving is problematic as well. Because it's one thing to be like, okay, we kissed and I'm now really confused and I want to go and spend more time with Callum or whatever. But to not talk and just go about your business and be talking to other people in the villa, that is problematic. So I'm glad he told her, like, I see you, basically. I was like, well done, Chris. Tell her the truth.
But I did think it was funny that she was just like, well, I kissed you and there was no sparks, so, you know, and I wasn't sure. Seriously, no romantic connection. And then penny dropped for him, like, just like, I don't know if she said, I don't know if I was feeling it 100%. He was like, with me. She kept on talking. He was like, but with me.
It was a blow, isn't it? Your ego is going to be like, what just took place?
I thought you liked me.
Yes, it was a blow.
Chris, no,
she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing when she said that. She knew that was going to be a blow.
Yeah. He's a pawn. All of them, the whole villa are pawns in Callum's and Molly's game, as far as I'm concerned. Like, honestly, they are. They're gonna play in the faces of everybody. But yeah, Chris, he's talking in the thing and he's like, yeah, it's an absolute shit show. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, oh, he's sad. Sorry,
because he's lost out. Remember, it's like Chris was in quite a few people's running. So Georgia, he like put all of his chips in Molly's basket. It was very stupid, because now who does he have? He actually doesn't have a second. Like
Kaz.
Yeah, okay. I don't know, maybe. You know what?
In the villa, both of their stock has plummeted, so they might as well. It would work.
I mean, it could work if they found a spark for each other. It could happen, you know. I mean,
it could. Oh, hey, Abhinav, how you doing on Instagram? How are you?
So, did we skip over Georgia and Tobi's fiery fight, or is that later?
No, we spoke about. Oh no, we're just coming to that now. Literally.
Okay. Yeah.
So, we had quickly like Demi and Lewis talking again. She's just like, I don't want to do, like, him asking her, like, do you feel bad talking to me in front of Kaz? She's like, oh, you know, I don't want people to upset, but, you know, I have to live my life. I have to do what I want to do. Do you know what I mean? And I was just like, first of all, shit question.
Yeah.
From you, Lewis. Didn't need to see that at all. Didn't need to see that.
He's so lame. He's a lame ass.
I hate him.
I think I don't like Demi's outfit, you know. The more I was seeing her in it, the more I was like, I think this is...
Which one?
The lace.
Oh, that lace one. Yeah.
Yeah. The more I saw it, I was like, no, this is uncouth. That's the only word that comes to mind.
To be fair,
a bit much. I was like, this is a lot out on display, and it looked it started to look tacky.
I think for what happened in that moment, and they're doing certain shots, like, do you know what I mean? There was one point where she was like climbing on the bed or something, like on the day bed. It was just like, yeah, it's just a strip of material. It was a lot. There was a lot. Abhinav on Instagram is saying, I've lost a lot of respect for Demi now. Yes, we have to. Yeah. We really have.
It made her look like a stripper.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a vibe, especially for oh my god, to get a bit further, you look like a Dollar Tree stripper. Because of what was taking place and the messiness of the whole evening, I was like, this outfit is the worst for you to be in. Like,
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it didn't work. But yeah, so we had Georgia S and Toby, you know, have a bit of a confrontation, really. You know, she was saying, like, I felt it was really hurtful and really random for you to come out and say what you said in the way that you said it. And you know what I mean? And it's just like he was like, well, what do you want me to say? Like, I need to tell you what it is, otherwise essentially you're going to get the wrong impression. And then he makes it clear to her, it's just like, well, we could have done this on the outside, but we didn't, and there's a reason for that. Do you know what I mean? And then she gets really upset about it. She really does, and she starts getting a bit antsy. Their voices start to increase, you know. And then she's like, oh, I'm grateful now because now my experience will be totally different. And I think they were going back and forth. And at some point he says to her, fuck off. And then she's like, what did you say? He was like, shut up.
Yeah. Shut up, George. I was like, okay, this is Ty's brethren, isn't it? this is Ty's friend.
More than shut up was just like, oh, you're trying to be like Ty. But, but I can't like,
okay. Oh, right, he's entered. But also, you see, before he told her to fuck off and shut up, she said, it's like I do that with all the guys then, in it. So obviously they have done stuff like what you were saying, like they have probably slept together and everything. So I was feeling like, okay, Tobi he's placed her in a box where she is blatantly thinking it's us two because we do proper things. Like, so I'm going into girlfriend territory, and then Tobi just removed all of that and was like, no, I'll do things with you when I want to, type of thing. I think that was the subtext between their argument, and him then telling her to fuck off is heinous. Like, he's out of order. It's actually like proper disgusting behavior.
This is interesting. Like, it's so interesting because I'm just like, it's day 5. Relax. Relax.
They've been knocking boots.
It's Tobi, yeah, but you were knocking boots. Like, the thing is, yeah, right? You can't be having sex with someone, yeah, and thinking because you go on a game show now that you're in a couple. You can't do that's delulu. That's crazy. That's not making any sort of sense. He hasn't given you any sort of security whatsoever, not a single drop of security. And then earlier today, he's made it absolutely clear that we're open and I'm going to talk to other people. Do you know what I mean? So all this, reduce it all the way down. Reduce it. Take it all the way down. It's hard. Do you know what?
Remember when she woke up?
Because it's her expectation.
When she woke up in the morning and was like, I'm so happy, guys. Like, she was glowing.
But that's not Tobi's fault.
Imagine that was when they had just done it. And so she's woken up with that.
But it wasn't. He slept with her from Love Island Games. I bet you. So before we go on, happy Sabbath, JA. And he wants the lipstick, or she wants the lipstick details.
Oh, I use there's quite a few of them, but one of them is a Fenty. I will actually go into my makeup bag and I'll put it in the comments.
Okay.
So when we finish, come back and see.
Yeah. Oh, mate. No, Erin, you're absolutely right. She was spinning out of control. She was spinning.
She thought they were still in Fiji. No, but she woke up with a glow. I think they did super things that night. And then it's just that the next day, Tobi's talking about, no, we're open in it. Like, I feel like he sharked her.
Tobi's always been himself. Remember in Love Island Games, honestly, she came in as a bombshell. He was with someone, you know. Did she give a fuck? She didn't give a tack. She didn't give a tack.
But imagine
she thought she'd done something.
I need her to explain what has been taking place with them, what things they've been doing. Because I feel like something took place that night and Tobi switched up on her the next day. And if they did do proper things that night and then the next day you're talking about now we're open, I understand how that would be very hurtful for her. And then in the escalation of it all, to tell her to fuck off is also like, come on, dude. Like,
the fuck off was harsh. Answer was the sharp. That was harsh. But I
it was unnecessary. She didn't swear at you in any way.
I don't know what's happened to me because I'm just like, girl, come on. Like, wake up. I just want to, double hand slap. Wake up. Just wake up.
Well, she's woken up now because she literally knows him. Like,
bro,
she has met the Tobi that we all know was residing in the villa. That's who he is. Not a good man, like Kaz said.
He's not a good man. They gassed at you. Can't listen. You have to use the evidence of what's in front of you. Do you know what I mean? Like what do you actually see? What are his actual actions? You're welcome, Jay.
Oh my word. So Erin says maybe it's just these UK Love Island girls because Sally dumped him so fast his head spun. Yeah. Sally moved on like, okay, guys, bye.
I'm moving on to your brethren.
Exactly.
What are you gonna do about it?
Nazarene says Georgia S is beautiful.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think I don't know. I really don't. I mean, she's not terrible. Do you know what I mean? But I don't want to inflate her level of beauty. That's the thing.
Yeah, I would say she's a pretty girl and fit. Tobi don't really have a type though. It seems to kind of.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes, J.A. When they show you who they are, believe them. Best believe. Seriously. Tobi was always going to be himself. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He was. Always. Abner saying the man them just keep talking, taking this girl for fool, left, right, and center.
Yeah.
When's she going to learn? Anton was into her. Yeah. Anton would Anton do this? I don't even know. I don't think so.
I don't think so. And even if Anton would have had a more considered, nicer conversation with her than Tobi. Tobi had decided, it's long for Georgia. Like, I can sack her off because I know I can get her back. He's treated her exactly what he did with Chloe. This is exactly his MO. And then after a while, once he had been with everybody else in the villa, then he decided, you know what, it's Chloe, and he knew I could get her back, and he knows that with Georgia S. As he said, I could just text her. He knows he can get her back.
He knows. He knew that she was going to pick him. 100%. And the thing is, you know what it is, like this. What they should understand is that just because you are pretty or beautiful, or whatever, like doesn't mean anyone's going to treat you right. Like it just doesn't. It doesn't mean anything. They will still play in your face. So you better wise it up. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And also, we don't know. Remember a couple of days before when Georgia was kind of being a bit like, I don't know about Tobi. He's a bit young and I'm looking for a mature man. We don't know that the guys ain't been telling him this.
That's true.
Tobi has an ego too. He will literally be like, okay, bet. I will play in your face. I'll show you immature.
Do you think I'll be playing around with Tobi when Chloe's out there? Chloe's rough, mate. Like, I don't know.
We need Chloe in though.
We do need Chloe in. Oh my god. Seriously. I just want her to come in and be like, what were you saying about me?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. We need that. And then she can go again. It's cool.
Yeah.
Chloe needs to come in and do an appearance.
Oh, Erin, please.
Looks don't keep a man, just ask Beyonce.
Oh,
it's true though.
It's so true. Seriously. Oh my god. It's so true. But yeah, so then at the end of the episode, what do you call it? So yeah, they have that big bust up. You know, Tobi's talking to the boys. He's like, oh, I'm not an empathetic person. You know, it takes me a while to understand other people's feelings. Okay, cool. You don't have to be so rude, but cool. Yeah, sorry, we're telling the girls
that's a scary thing to say. When he was talking, I was literally like, okay, Tobi's a bit scary. Somebody saying, I'm not an empathetic person. It takes me a while to. That's not a man to have. Like, I'd be like, no. But so his feelings gauge is off as it is. Like, no, that's
I think a lot of men are like that though. I'm not going to say the majority, but I think that's common.
The ones that are saying it, like you have the awareness that your empathetic scale is even like faulty. I would avoid you at all costs.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's madness.
That's yeah. He probably went to therapy. Like, this is what's going. Yeah, I know. So what it was, yes. So Georgia S again, these girls and their sly comments, you know, very shady. When she went to talk to the girls and she was saying, you know, like, oh, you know, did I do something wrong? Do you know what I mean? Like you're telling the girls that you're into me, but then you just got bored, and then it's like you're looking at Molly. No, he didn't get bored, hun. He didn't. I mean, he's not like you're going in. No, he was saying that you're going to next girl because you're bored. It's like, no, it's not because he's bored. He just likes Molly. Do you know what I mean? Like she's trying to blame his behavior almost on like she's not even interested. No, she's a pretty girl too. Like it doesn't make you. It's not gonna. He's just gonna do what he's gonna do because he likes pretty girls.
Yeah.
He wants to taste them all. You know what I mean?
It's like Molly has a great body. She seems like she's a vibe to chat to in their world. Like he can talk to her. He's like, I want to spend time with her too.
Yeah.
And from time to time, I want to spend time with you. Like he just wants
Callum's not, you know, protecting his ting. Let me go in there. Let me try. Exactly. It's a game. It's a game to him. Anyway, Antoine gets a text and it's a picture of Arabella. Arabella is the next bombshell, and she's coming into the villa and it invites all the boys for a private party in the hideaway. Was it by the hideaway? Yeah, kind of thing. So she's going to get to know the boys. How are we feeling about Arabella coming to the villa?
We did talk about her, innit, that she was a possibility to go in. I don't remember liking her at all.
No.
When she came in, because I think there was just zero care for Yewande. Like she was pretty, she was pretty ruthless with that's my man now type of thing. I don't care what he was saying to you before. So we know she's probably going to do that. And I don't find her that attractive like the guys were making out in that season. I don't know. I can imagine these guys are all going to lose their head again because she seems to always fit that model-esque kind of profile. Her competition.
Shayla, justice for you one day.
Yeah, we're not going to get it though, are we? We're not going to get it. We're not going to get it. I think Callum's going to be interested. Josh is going to be interested. Tobi. No, Tobi isn't going to be interested too tough. I think he's got, because Callum's going to have his head on Arabella, he's going to seep in there with Molly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's annoying because I want Georgia H to just take her down. Words like I feel like Georgia H she'll go in on her because Arabella's going to step on her.
They know each other. She knows her, and she was just like, "Oh, we're all in trouble." Do you know what I mean? That was her comment. Yeah, she knows her, so that was interesting. Abida says Arabiata is back. She was a nasty piece of work. I was just like Amaretto. When I was looking at the comments, there were so many different words for her. There's so many different names for her.
Amaretto. Oh, which one will I go with? I think I may go with Amaretto. Oh wow! Sonia Barley says Tobi is 10 years younger than Arabella. Yeah, I think he's not going to chase after her, and she's tall as well. And I just think Tobi, he usually kind of goes for petite, smaller kind of girls. I don't think
Tobi tall though. Is Tobi tall?
He's not that tall.
Oh no, okay.
No, I think he's maybe like the 5'9", 5'9", 5'10". Definitely not in the 6 foot. Yeah, maybe. And Mitch, obviously, Mitch is probably gonna like her.
Oh yeah, but I think she looks different. I don't know. Like she looks like she's had like her face shape looks different to me. I'll need to look at pictures. But when I saw her, I was just like, oh, I remember you differently. I don't remember you like this. I don't know what's going on.
I just remember I didn't like her. So
yeah. Well, yeah. Freaking tried to come from you one day, like, what the fuck?
Well, she did. She took her man.
She did. She was, like you said, she's rude about it, man. She didn't have to be like that. It's just like, he's not even nice anyway. Like,
what was his name again? Darren. No, not Darren.
No, not Darren.
Whatever his name was. He was an Egypt. But again, he is a bit of a Lewis. And a Tiger. They were all the same type of dudes. They're just playing along until somebody else would come along. Yeah. Like that.
Oh, he's 5'3". No freaking way. Serious. You guys be telling me stuff all the time.
I didn't think she was tall.
I thought she was, though.
Tobi is definitely not a tall guy.
No, he's not.
Danny, that was it, Danny.
Danny. Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you.
Seriously. Okay. Guys, that's a wrap, That's a wrap today. Thank you so much as always for joining us. We're going to be back again on Monday at 12. Thanks also for the early shift today because we've got stuff to do. Follow us on all the things. Make sure you like the video, please, because we're noticing the amount of people viewing and the amount of it's not correlating. Do you know what I mean? The ratio is off. So make sure you like the video as well. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Subscribe to us and follow us on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. No, sorry, X. X.
Fred.
And Fred and all the things. Okay. Have a great weekend, guys.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.